All right, my lady friends. Um, Today's our last class, and that is really hard to believe. This is the 12th class, and you guys have come so far, whether you truly feel that in yourself or not. I know that you have. Um, And well, Elva, I'm very, very sorry to hear about that. We can talk about that a little bit after the class. So the last principle, the one that I would send you out with today, is what we are going to talk about right now, so that we use this principle for the class today. So I'll go back over the first five, which that your movements are slow, smooth, and continuous. And we've talked about that multiple times, how it helps us to keep the chi flowing. That if we're stiff and we start and stop and all of that, then it is a lot harder for that energy to flow. And that we move against a gentle resistance. And out of that, we get more muscle activation in the body. And then it also creates more mind body connection, because it's a thought that you're having now. It will come naturally as you grow in your Tai Chi movements. That we keep a supple, upright body posture. And I've talked about that through every single class. That we don't lean forward, we don't lean back, we don't lean to the side, but that we're not stiff and hard. And that we have conscious, deliberate weight transfers. So that is very much so a major Tai Chi principle, but it's also what helps this program of fall prevention, as we learn to move that weight intentionally forward and back, so we know where our weight is, when our weight's supposed to be over our back foot before we step forward. And then once that forward foot goes down, that the weight transfers forward, but we're prepared for it. And we know it is coming. And that we, number five, loosen and lengthen your joints. And again, that has a lot to do with keeping that energy flowing. And today, the sixth, mental focus on the present situation and your movements. That should be all day long, every day. That is fall prevention as well. Keeping yourself in the present, and that it's not only being conscious of your situation, but that you are present in the movement that you're about to make. So I just wanted to review those with you quickly, and go ahead and begin to prepare your space. You always keep your chair nearby. If there is a time that you need to take a break, you're certainly welcome to do that. And what we're going to do here first is we're going to go over the whole routine that we know. We stopped right before the step back and push pull, moving the mountain, in the going to the left. So I may go ahead and add that on the third one, and then we'll break down that whole sequence from when we start traveling in that direction. So getting ready. Let's start a little to the side here. Make sure your feet are in a comfortable position. Traditional is heels a little closer, toes a tiny out, hands float up in the front, Come down for your U. Step forward. Hands go out. Widen the stance. Hands come back. Open and close. Weight shift to the left. Step to the right corner. Follow the left hand. Step into the right or with the right foot. And then you start to travel. I'm going to stay right here where you can see. I'm not really stepping as far as I would. Last one. Come back to the center. Palms face each other. Transfer weight to the right. Step to the left corner. Stepping in and then out. Oh, I forgot to follow my hand. Sorry. Stepping to the left corner. Follow the right hand. Then stepping in. That's me worrying about the mirror. And then stepping. I really messed that up. Okay. Sorry. I'm going to forget the mirror. Okay. So starting with shifting the weight to the right, stepping to the left corner, following the right hand, stepping in with the left foot, and then out. Ah, it's the get messy time. Then hands come back to front, open and close, shift to the right, right hand shoots out, brush knee, foot comes up, step back, hands turn over, push out, push out, push out, step back. Am I out? No, you can see me. Okay. Push forward, step up, turning, open and close. Shift the weight to the left. Left hand goes out. Turning, brush knee, foot comes up. Step back and to play the lute. Hands turn over. Push out. Push out. Top one comes over. Step up and punch. Step back. Pull the hands back. Foot comes back. Step forward. Step up. Turn. Open and close. Hands go out and come down. Okay. Other than me having that one boo-boo there, this time I'm going to ignore the mirror. Oh, all right. Let's start. Let's go again. So the hands float up. That was the third one. Back to center. Stepping to the left corner, follow the hand to the right. Stepping in on the left. It was 3. Weight to the right hand goes out. Brush knee. Step back. Hands flip over. Push. Foot comes up. Foot goes back. We open. Turn. Open and close. Weight shifts to the left. Step out. Left hand goes out. Brush knee. Lay the loot. Hands flipped over. Punch. Step back. This is the new part, but we do it on the other side. Just going to point that out right now, and then we'll go through the third time. All I'm adding on is we went to the punch. Yeah, we went to the punch last week. And then it's just like on the other side. You step back, the hands turn down. You pull back, step forward, push, and turn. So if you're unfamiliar, well, and then close. If you're unfamiliar with that, don't worry about it. We're going to go over it again in a minute. I just had added it on, and so I wanted to point out it's the very same thing we do to this side. We do it on this side. Okay, let's go one more time. Three. Back to center. Hands open and close. Open and close. Right hand goes out. Brush knee. Step up. Loot. Hands flip over. Punch. Open. Close. Shift to the left. Brush knee. Open and close. Hands come down. So let's take it from, so we're in our lute. And the hands are going to flip over. And we're taking that step and that toes turning out. We're going to come through, the other foot turns out. And then we're coming through, the foot goes forward, two fists, this arm comes in, punch. Okay, that's where we got last week. Then step back, hands turn down, pull the foot back with the hands, step forward, push, foot comes up with the push, turn, open, and close. And that's that tricky little, this foot came forward straight. And the reason for that is because we're going to turn this way. If you had turned it out like we did with the first step, because the first step's out, second step's out, the third step is forward. And we step up because we're going to turn, and then the feet turn as we turn. So that's why that foot has got to be straight, that third step. If you have it out here and you try to turn, first of all, your hip's not going to let you, but you might mess your knee or hip up with that foot turned out. So it's got to be straight. And that's where we do the punch. We step back, the hands come down, step back, step forward and push. This back foot comes in and we turn and we open and close. And my knees were straight right there, and they shouldn't have been. They should have still been a little bent as we open and close, because then as the hands go out and come down, we straighten our knees. So we're in our punch. We're going to step back, hands come down, pull it in, push it out. This foot comes in, open and close, and come up. So let me see if I can give you a good clue on that. So you step back, hands come down, step in, step forward. This left foot, when it comes in, it needs to be turned out. And then you stay down there, turning that right foot in. Your knees are still bent, open and close, and then straighten. So it's when you're in this position and you step up, keep the knees bent just slightly. It's just barely, barely as you make that turn, open and close. And then you straighten up as the hands come down. I tend to straighten up at open and close. My bad. The straighten up, it's when the hands come down. So any questions about doing the push-pull on that side? And then that little extra I added in there about keeping the knees bent. So then the next question would be, that is the complete routine that I'm happy to break it apart and work on certain sections if you guys want to, or we can just continue to go through the whole thing, just getting the whole thing into your head into your body, getting that connected. Is there any footwork you want to deal with? Any hands? I think everybody's getting that the cloud hands now are palms out. So that was a big hurdle to overcome for me. So glad to see it for you guys. Anything in particular? Yes, no? Want to do the whole thing? Okay, I want to do the whole thing. All right. Hands float up. Breathing. Mm. Is it easier that time?
That was great. That was great.
Good. Good, good, good.
There was a little stumble once we turned from this one where we were turning to start going into the brush knee to the
Well,
right.
let
Something
me
I
find
stumbled with my feet there.
let me find you, Deb. Okay. Little stumble when what?
When when we finished going to the left and we're opening, closing, and then we're going to the right to go into the brush knee. I
Okay.
wasn't sure where my feet needed to be.
Okay. So we done the push, we stepped up, we turned. So the left hand is going to go out. So you've got to shift to the left side so that the right foot can go out to push. And then the left foot turns. Is that where you're talking about?
That's exactly right. That's
Okay.
exactly. I needed to make
Yeah.
sure that my left leg went out with my left hand.
Yeah, the left leg, because we're here. So you're shifting over to your left The right hand's starting to come down, the left hand's going out. You step, and that foot is going straight out
Right.
because you're going to go here and step up, step back, step for the loot.
Yes, that's it. Thank you.
You bet. I'm going to tell y'all something because you can't really see it from the side there. There is a principle that, we're talking about the stiff, not being stiff, and that the soft and supple. So on playing the lute, your armpits are open just a little bit. You're not crushed down like this. And the easiest way that I can help you remember that you're soft, there's a little space, your elbows are not at your side, is my Tai Chi instructor. He would watch us in the boxes and then he would call out things we need to do. And he said to me, KK, don't crush the baby. And so he was talking about, that I was crushing the baby under my arms, or some people use the term eggs. Don't break the eggs when you've got those arms in so tight because there's tension in that. So just keeping that soft. And the reason I say that is I felt my left arm be tight. So I still recognize in me each time that I do it, I kind of change. Of course, I'm concentrating on teaching. Um, and so that came to me. I could hear him say that, and I thought I'd share that with you guys, that you have that soft, and then get ready to walk. So don't crush the babies. Keep that armpit nice, and I mean it's not out. You're not chicken winging, but your elbows are not even touching your sides. I guess from the back, maybe you could see it better. My elbows are not touching my sides. So if I'm in my play the lute, this arm is still out just a little. This elbow is out just a little, even though the hand is even with the opposite elbow. But I'm not like this. I'm soft. Okay, good question, Deb. Does anyone else have a foot question? Hand question, armpit question? No? All right. Want to do it again? It's up to you guys. I'm so glad y'all all are you're comfortable. Yeah, we'll do it again. But it's good to know that you're getting more comfortable. Commence Tai Chi. Soft armpits. Keep the knees bent just slightly. Okay. Anything come up in that go round?
When we do the punch,
Mm-hmm.
I'm still inclined to punch underneath.
Yeah.
And each time I have to watch you, and it seems awkward to me to
Yeah.
go on top. Is there anything I can be thinking?
Let's think. Let's think. Well, so the first one we do is to our left. And that left arm comes over. And so you've got fists like this.
That's right. So it seems natural to go under the arm, not over the arm.
Well, let's put a thought in your head that I'm in this position. I am blocking the person coming at me. And I'm going to punch him in the nose. So think about punch him in the nose, and you'd have to go up because that's how you're going to get him to stagger back. Okay. So just think I'm going to punch him in the nose. But again, you're basically wrist over wrist.
Yes. However, maybe I'm holding the left arm too high so that the right arm wants to go underneath rather than on top.
Well, it is to come really across, right across your chest, because you just done this, and then that arm just turns, and this becomes a fist, and you're going to punch him in the nose. So your arm's not down here to make that easier. It's up because you're doing your parry. I did that wrong, but anyway, if I was using that left arm, I would have gone under, and then this becomes a fist, this becomes a fist, this comes across, and then I'm going to punch him in the nose because I'm protecting myself with this arm. That's what this arm is. So punch him in the nose, the only thing I can think of that would make you think to to hit high.
Okay.
I also think of it like an uppercut. You're going to give somebody an uppercut.
Yeah.
And
But
I'm looking at your hands. The fist on top of your wrist is vertical, and the fist underneath is laying flat.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's why the uppercut wouldn't work. It's going to have to be this kind of punch.
You're right.
Punch him in the throat. I don't care. Just punch him above the shoulder. Just to have a thought of, okay, so where is that hand going to go? I'm going to punch him in the nose. So, you would think to put that fist higher. It's a great question. I had the same issue myself when I started.
So you punch on the third step. You do three steps:
Yes,
parry, parry, punch, and you're making three gestures, and you're taking three steps.
yes, but the punch is on the third step. So
Yes.
you've got let's see, we're here. I'm going to step for turn the hands turn under, over, under. That's 1, 2, 3. I didn't do that right. Hang on. So I did the brush knee. I'm going to step back. Hands turn under. Harry, Harry. And then this arm that's gone under is turning. Oh, that's because I'm on this side. So then this arm that's out here turns in. This one becomes a fist and you punch. But that is the third step. And that's when it has to be straight because we're going to be turning back. So what I was demonstrating there was when you went this way. And then when I tried to do it this way, I had my arms in the wrong place. So if I've done brush knee over here, step up, step back to the loot, hands turn over, parry, foot's turned out, left arm turns in while the left foot goes straight. The right hand is down here in a fist. I'll turn a little bit. And then I punch and step up, but I punch high. I got too far over. So yes, it is 1, 2, 3, punch and step up, step back. 3 steps, out, out, and straight. Good questions. Any others? All right, while we've got those things fresh in our mind, let's go through the whole routine. So you can use what you just learned. Follow the left hand. Follow the right hand. Oop. Touch him in the nose. Any easier? Did that help, Hannah?
No. Thank you anyway.
I don't know what to tell you.
It's not
Other
comfortable.
than you just need to stand around all day going,
Yeah, I have to practice.
mm.
We tend to have a book
Yeah. Just bring that one
because
across and punch.
the open hands are like this.
What's an open hand?
The right hand is they're both open. At which
Only when we're doing the parry. Then once it turns over, they both become fist. And there's the punch.
maybe that's my problem. I don't fist up fast enough.
Yeah, so the last parry, just go ahead and automatically turn them to fist as you're turning them. And then punch.
I think that's the problem.
Yeah.
I'm
So
keeping them
as you're
open too long.
turning them over, however, this hand does come down, but it becomes a fist, and then it's ready to punch. So as you turn them over, they turn to fist. And this one's getting ready. It's gaining its power down here, and it's going to punch. This one's protecting you. This one's getting ready to punch.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, like you just said, it takes practice. All right. Is everybody good? All right. Well, let's come back in and chat for just a couple more minutes. Again, letting you know that the recordings will stay up till the end of August. The new class will be towards the end of September. You'll get
You said the videos will be up to the end of August,
August.
and the new class begins in September. And did you say we can register for them now? Or
I
wait?
don't think the September class is up on the calendar
Okay.
yet.
And that's the
Yeah.
one that changed the time to we're on the East Coast, we're at 12, so that means we'd be at 1.
Yes.
Is that right? Okay.
Yes.
On what day? Mondays and Wednesdays?
Mondays and Wednesdays, and it is September September 28th to October 28th.
Okay.
Yeah. So get those Mondays and Wednesdays on your calendar now. It's going to be 5 weeks, 2 times a week, Monday and Wednesday.
Okay.
So we're going to see how it goes.
Will they be recorded as well?
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Because I have
Absolutely.
a balance and mobility class that I try to make on Mondays and Wednesdays at the Y. It's a drop in, but it's Monday and Wednesday at 2. There wouldn't be enough time to get there. So if if I can make them online and follow up, I won't miss anything because I
Yeah.
could still catch you online
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Um,
Does this routine have a name? The one that we're doing now, besides the KK shuffle?
I definitely shuffle every once in a while. I'm sitting there thinking, which direction am I going? It is only listed as the, let me go back here and look here, as the Tai Chi for Arthritis and Fall Prevention. Um, I've never seen a name for it, even with the movement list I sent you guys. Um,
Is this your routine that you put together, or is this a routine?
oh no, this is the routine I am required to teach.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
It's
that's
very
the thing.
beautiful. It's very beautiful and very, and I still keep thinking when you say you don't realize it, but it's doing a lot for your body. I don't know what parts of it, except all the 6 things that you mentioned initially, but it's pretty neat to think about those movements having a function.
Yeah, it is for me too. I mean, my oncologist calls me data driven. And so in every movement that we have here, I'm thinking about what is this doing for you? Because that's just the way I function. Um, and I have to try and put it out of my mind when I'm teaching the class because I have enough things interfering with me keeping my flow going, such as teaching, talking, slowing down, trying to point out, all of those parts. But yeah, I mean, I don't know that he intentionally, the follow step was something that was new to me. So when we come back to play the lute, and then there's another step there. So we did this, we step back, this foot lifts, and we put it down again. And then we step, we step, we punch, and this foot comes up again. And then we step back and we step. All of those little follow up steps to the back, the little half steps, and then you take the full step. Well, it makes sense that there's a half step because it's going to keep you in balance. And then you take the full step.
Mhm.
Because if you stayed back there, you've got nowhere to go. So if you've come up in the half step, it helps you stay stable, but it also gives you the chance to step back. Well, every time you're doing this, all of that weight transfer back and forth and back and forth. Number one, you're being conscious of where your foot goes. So there's your mind body connection. Am I putting my foot in a safe place for fall prevention? But the transfer of all of that weight back and forth is part of the fall prevention part. And then when we do the the cross body, every time we're doing our wave hands like clouds, when this hand is crossing this center line and coming over, every time you cross the center line, you're creating neuroplasticity in the brain. So the brain has to think, oh, my right hand, we don't think it, the brain thinks it. My right hand is, oh, it's over here on my left side now. Oh, now it's back on my right side. Now it's on my left hand's on my right side. Now it's back on my left side. That's making the brain think. We're not conscious of it. We're conscious of, oh, am I going in the right direction? Is my palm out? You know, how many times am I doing this? That's what we're thinking. The brain's going, oh, you crossed that center line. Now I'm having to think. So all of that stuff is going on. And Dr. Lamb created this particular program for fall prevention. Well, for arthritis, because it is number one, it's Sun-style. I think we talked about this at the first. It is Sun-style, therefore there's no going down. You know, you see those guys with their legs stretched all the way out, you know, and they're almost touching the ground with their behind. You know, there's none of that in this class, and it's intentional, and everything is soft and gentle, so that if I have an arthritic shoulder, I'm not doing like we do in some of our other classes. I'm not going, you know, to the mountaintop, and I'm not doing all of these high rises with that might bother an arthritic shoulder. So all of the movements are very contained, pretty much within a foot around the whole circumference of your body, so that it is soft and gentle for arthritis, and the no up and down. Um, And then the fall prevention has to do with all the weight transfers, changing of direction, you know, having footwork that goes to the side, then the crossing over and going to the sides, the stepping back and forward, all of that is having your brain be trained. If I'm stepping back, do I know where my foot's going, etc. So this is approved. It was worked out with the Arthritis Foundation, and it is approved by many state and national fall prevention programs. So therefore, and his teaching method of doing it 3 times, and then you practicing once we got down into the long form, we didn't do much of that, but the 3 times is his method that has been proven to work.
Do you know, as far as the next sequence of classes in September, will it pick up from this, or will this pretty much be continued on like we're doing now, or will they add things in, like the one thing that really is I'm apprehensive about lifting my legs high enough to get over a curb so that I don't lose my balance. And just, we talked before about if your knees are shaky or your feet aren't quite, adept at gripping. I didn't know if any of that was considered in these things, or will we just continue doing what we're doing?
This program will be continued like this. If we were, well, I'm not even going to go there. It will be this program again. However, we'll go deeper. There'll be a lot more time spent on that foot is turned.
Okay.
There'll be a lot more, like me talking about don't break the eggs in the armpit and this stuff like that. Those types of things. So it'll be a refining program. Now, we have a whole lot of new students. Then those new students, I mean, they're going to have to learn the routine.
Mm-hmm.
So it will be broken down, and they will be learning all of the parts and components and moves. But there will be a lot more refining offered for those that have taken it before.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So we should be getting better at what we do, hopefully.
You only get better at what you practice.
Practice.
Yep, absolutely. Well, you guys, it's just been a thrill for me to get to do this. I appreciate your patience with me. This was my first time to teach this program. And so, I had my moments of apprehension also, but, we all got through it. And with the theory of get messy, you don't learn anything if you don't get in there and try and then realize, okay, I don't know where my foot's going. I got to find out where my foot's going. Am I going left? Am I going right? All of those things, I'm used to teaching a class face to face. So for me to teach with my back to you was a challenge to me, but that is the way the program is to be taught. Um, were I in a big, beautiful, wonderful studio with an all glass wall, mirrored wall back there, yeah, things would have been easier. But, we're on Zoom and that's luckily you got to take the class. So, so I wish you all the best. Look for those um, reminders to come out. Give her a few days to get today's session up. And I'm always an email away if you have a question. So if anything goes to villages like these things that you filled out, that's Anne in the middle. So there's an extra step before I get it. So if you just email me directly, I can answer you more quickly. All right. Well, you have been my pleasure. And salute, my friends. Bye bye. Thank you.